Ever stared at the mix of colored wires in your electrical socket and wondered what they all mean? Or perhaps you've pondered why your printer emits warm papers. Welcome to Eskemoz, where we're about to dive into the colorful world of wires and everyday household mysteries. From the humming of your refrigerator to the click-clack of your keyboard, each gadget in your home holds a secret, a story waiting to be unraveled. So, buckle up, get your thinking caps on, and get ready to explore the science behind the ordinary. Consider this your invitation to become an Eskemoz, an explorer of the everyday. Have you ever noticed that fresh out of the printer paper is a little warm? It's not just from the printer working hard, it's the magic of static electricity. See, laser printers use static cling, just like when you rub a balloon on your head and it sticks to the wall, to make the toner, which is like ink, stick to the paper. And to make that static cling, the printer uses heat. Think about it. Static electricity is all about electrons, those tiny particles that zoom around atoms. And when things get hot, those electrons get excited and move around more. That extra movement creates the static charge that pulls the toner onto the paper, leaving your prints warm to the touch. Air conditioners are our best friends on a scorching summer day. But have you ever noticed that little puddle of water they leave behind? That, my friends, is the magic of condensation in action. You see, air conditioners don't just cool the air, they also remove moisture from it. When warm, humid air from your room hits the cold coils inside the AC unit, the water vapor in the air cools down and turns back into liquid water droplets. It's like when you take a cold can of soda out of the fridge on a hot day and water droplets form on the outside of the can. Same principle. The AC unit then collects this condensed water and drains it away, leaving your room cool and dry. Ever heard the myth that a full fridge uses less energy than an empty one? Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but it's simply not true. A refrigerator works by removing heat from the inside and releasing it outside. It does this by circulating a special fluid called refrigerant through a system of coils. And the amount of work the fridge has to do depends on the temperature difference between the inside and the outside. So, a full fridge actually requires more energy because all that food acts like a giant ice pack, absorbing the cold and forcing the fridge to work harder to maintain a low temperature. It's like trying to keep a room cold on a hot day. The more people in the room, the more heat they generate, and the harder your AC has to work. Ever wonder how a microwave oven heats your food so quickly? It's all thanks to the power of electromagnetic waves. But not just any waves. Microwaves use a specific frequency of waves that are particularly good at exciting water molecules. You see, water molecules are like tiny magnets, and when they get hit by these microwaves, they start spinning around really fast. This spinning generates heat, and since food is mostly water, it heats up quickly and evenly. It's like a microscopic dance party for water molecules, and the result is a warm and delicious meal in minutes. We've all been there, staring at our Wi-Fi router, wondering what those blinking lights are trying to tell us. Well, they're not just random flickers. Those lights are a secret language, conveying important information about your internet connection. Each light represents a different aspect of the router's operation, from power status to internet connectivity to data transfer. A solid green light usually means everything is working smoothly, while a blinking or red light might indicate a problem. So, next time your router starts throwing a light show, don't panic. Just consult the manual to decipher its secret code and troubleshoot your connection. Ever wondered why the letters on your keyboard are arranged in that seemingly random QWERTY order? It's a story that takes us back to the early days of typewriters. In the 1870s, typewriters used mechanical arms with letters on the end to strike an inked ribbon against the paper. The problem was that if you typed too quickly, the arms would get tangled up. So, Christopher Latham Scholes, the inventor of the typewriter, came up with the QWERTY layout to slow typists down by separating commonly used letters. It might seem inefficient today, but it solved a major problem back then, and we're still using it over a century later. Ever looked inside your power box and wondered what all those different colored wires mean? Well, it's not just for aesthetics. Color coding is a crucial safety feature in electrical wiring. Each color represents a different function, allowing electricians to quickly identify and connect wires correctly. For example, black wires are typically used for hot wires carrying live current, white wires for neutral wires completing the circuit, and green wires for grounding wires providing a safe path for excess electricity. This color-coded system helps prevent dangerous electrical shocks and ensures that your home's electrical system functions safely and efficiently. Why is it that we seem to have a special fondness for furniture we assemble ourselves, even if it's a bit wonky? It's called the IKEA effect, and it's all about the psychology of ownership. When we put effort into building something, we feel a sense of accomplishment and pride in the finished product. This emotional connection increases our perceived value of the item, even if it's not objectively better than a pre-assembled piece. So next time you're wrestling with an Allen wrench and a set of IKEA instructions, remember that the struggle is part of the fun. It's what makes that wobbly bookshelf feel like your own personal masterpiece. From the evolution of office chairs to bubble wraps, the mysteries behind everyday items are as intriguing as they are enlightening. More than meets the eye, these household objects have stories to tell. Stay curious, stay informed, and continue discovering the hidden wonders right in your home.